Deliverance from bondage, our victory in a Mashiach. So we're going to get into some of this, Lord willing. So before we start, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Charakah, Kodash. Double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Shouts to and salutes to all the sincere elect out there. Keep fighting, Akim. You must out of this bitch. So yeah, deliverance from bondage. So we're going to visualize, and we need what the scriptures say. The scriptures say, vision. Where there is no vision, that's it. Where there is no vision, the people perish. So the more you visualize, the more you pray, the more you meditate on our deliverance from this wicked place. We see the prophecies coming to pass now. So there is this, we see the sun, and the devil's tried to get rid of the sun, as well as all the other ordinance, right, in the heavens and beneath the seas. But they can't do it. So our deliverance is nigh from bondage. And also our victory in a Mashiach is nigh. So, and we have reasons to know and have faith. And if we're going to build up some, you know, as it were, the muscle of faith, Lord willing, once again, to all the sincere Akim out there, in way of edification. So I was just meditating on, you know, sometimes you just be meditating, precepts be coming through you, you know, in the spirit. They be coming to you, the precepts, and, you know, especially after you watching a video, a particular video that you found edifying. So let me just go in on some of these precepts. Our victory in the Mashiach, Romans chapters 8:26. Likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities, for we know not what we should pray for, as we ought to. Yes, if you do get a writer's block, so to speak, as well as, you know, wanting to ask, not knowing what to ask for, there's too much anyway. There's too much written prayers in the English as well as in the Hebrew. You know, you got the last one, Kodash. You got so many. You know, you got the Shemai prayer, you know, and a lot of others in the Hebrew that we could get into. But if you do, as it's saying here, likewise the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities, for we know not what we should pray for. Right? That's if you get a writer's block, as we ought, but the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groanings which cannot be uttered. Right, so yeah, the Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, right, he be putting forward the case for us. So it doesn't matter what way you cut it or you slice it, we're going to get the victory. Yeah, Yahshua Allah, yeah, specifically the elect are going to get the victory. The victory is in the pipelines. Right, 27. And he that searcheth the hearts knoweth what is the mind, because he can read our minds, of the Spirit, because he maketh intercession for us, once again, for the saints according to the will of God. Yeah, as he be searching through our hearts and minds, pleading, right? And then he makes the case, the intercession when you get into the word. So we're going to get into some words in this video. Lord willing, it ain't going to be too long, but just like I said, I've been meditating on some of my favorite precepts. They'll be coming to you. And also, you know, when you study and get into the Hebrew prayers, the deeper ones, the ones that are tailor-made for you, you know, there's always something that you want to get into, you know, as far as getting into doing the videos, you know, doing the prayers, reciting the prayers, because they're affirmations as well. And anyway, even if you do get writer's block, we got this word here, we're going to get into it. Intercession, meaning intercession, the action of intervening on behalf of another. So we've got Yahushua, we've got the best barrister, so to speak, the best warrior, the best judge that we could ever ask for. Yeah? Under Yahweh. pleading our case for us. Yeah? He's pleading our case for us. Meditation. He's negotiating. Yep. He's negotiating for us. Right? In the good office. So we got the best office. Yeah? As a matter of fact, under Yahuwah Shai has the best office. Right? And then you got the earthly king, King David, and then you got the 12. Right? Right? Oh, don't forget the angels. As a matter of fact, yeah, but as we're gonna, do this video, we're gonna get into some of the precepts as well, regarding certain certain um military, if you want to call it that, our military or our negotiators pleading our case for us. Right? So there you have that word there. Right? And another one we got in the Google. That's what we got out of Google, out of also the etymology of the word. It says to come between, the word intercede or prayer. There it is, intercessory prayer or pleading on behalf of oneself or another. And there it gives it there in the Latin. And I'm probably going to butcher it, but that's the point there. Pleading on behalf of another, right? In a Mashiach, so to speak, Christianity. So to come between in space or time, intercession in the Latin there. We're going to butcher it, but there you have it, man. That's the point. Pleading, right? Intercessory prayer or pleading in behalf of another in the word there. So the Most High be doing that, right? And we pray anyway, right? But if you do get any kind of mental blocks or writer's blocks, or you're in a tight spot at the desk at work and there's some folly going on in the office, whatever circumstances you're in the college, in the school, some folly going on in the school, the office, right? In the corporate world, you got someone pleading the case. Your next door neighbor, yeah, we got someone always pleading our case for us. I'll read it one more time. Likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities, for we know not what we should pray for. Well, but there's always something to pray for, But even if you do get a mental block, writer's block, we ought to, but the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groanings which cannot be uttered. They be groaning for us, man. Spirit of the Lord. That's he's pleading our case. He's putting a good word, What do they do when you're gonna leave a job and go to another one? They give you your good boss gives you a reference. So Yahushua is giving us a reference, right? If we're those men, Lord willing, we are those men that were with him, right? Supported him, as we're doing now, right? Backing him and heralding his name. He doesn't need us, but we do it anyway because we know that he is Yahushua. Right? And what he went through for us, and we showing that appreciation. We're going to do some more of that at the Passat, showing our appreciation. So we play our role in the movie, and he gonna play his role in the movie, as he's doing here, yeah. But the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groanings which cannot be uttered. He's playing his role in the movie, which he said he would. He's now at the right hand side. Yahushua is at the right hand side of Yahuwah, playing his part of the movie, his part of the bargain, and he's waiting also for his enemies to be placed as a stool at his feet, because he gonna be victorious over over his enemies, right? And that's why it says in John chapter 16 and 33, yeah, take courage, he has conquered the world, that we may have peace, right? So he's played his part of the bargain. We play our part of the bargain, yeah? And he that searcheth the hearts knoweth what is in the mind of the Spirit, because he maketh intercession for the saints, that's his elect, according to the will of God, right? That's it, and that is his will. That whatever he's been through, what he's gone through, he did it for us, right? And he says that we're going to accompany him and in the spirit do even greater things, right? And that was him overcoming. That's it. He overcame the world for us that we may have peace and that we may have salvation. He conquered. So that's the reassurance. That's the reassurance that we do get. We have that, right? Like I say, any tight spots you've been in, you look back, you've got out of them. So why ain't he going to continue to get you out of those tight spots through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shimon Shai? And there's another example here. This example here of Tobit, right? Tobit was in a tight spot. His daughter-in-law. I'm just going to read in from. Let's go to Tobit here. Tobit, chapters 12, around about 12. Let's read from around about 12. And now, therefore, when thou didst pray, and Sarah thy daughter-in-law, I did bring the remembrance of your prayers before the Holy One. Yeah. Yep. Once again. Yeah. There is a way. Where there's a will, there's a way, but we also have a helper. And when thou didst bury the dead, I was with thee likewise. And when thou didst not delay to rise up and leave the dinner to go and cover the dead, thy God, thy good deed was not hid from me, but I was with thee. Yeah. Who we talking about? And now God hath sent me to heal thee. Yep. And Sarah thy daughter-in-law. Yep. And now we're hitting the point. I am Raphael. Yeah. It's basically saying you have a guiding angel. And I am Raphael. One of the 7 holy angels. Yep. Which present the prayers of the saints which go in and out before the glory of the Holy One of Israel. So we got Yahweh Shai, right? And we also got Raphael, right? And he mentions he's one of the 7 angels. We got also the ones that are in, I can recall to mind. We also got Gabriel. Gabriel means warrior of God. Warrior of God, yeah, I think Gabriel means warrior of God. Raphael means healed, if I'm correct on that. Raphael means healed of God. We've got Uriel, which means light of God, and talking right now about the different ways in which the Most High can use. He uses Raphael here, one of the 7 holy angels, which presents the prayers of the saints, which go in and before the glory of the Holy One of Israel. So he has a high honor that's bestowed upon him, Raphael, meaning healed of God. So he's in control, in charge of the healing and the prayers going in before the angels to present. He's one of the angels that present the prayers before Yahweh himself. A high honor. So we also got Michael Allah, or Michael Allah, which means warrior of God, or who is like God. Michael Allah, who is like God. So these I just mentioned some of the high chief angels, the high chief angels, right? And they're all warriors. They're all warriors in the spirit, and they're gonna get busy too. So just to add to the precept in Romans 8, we also got Raphael. He's doing his bidding for us too. He's got our backs, if you want to put it like that. He's also got our backs. So yeah, I mean, that's really the point right there. And we have reason, right, to continue. If we've got those warriors behind us, Uriel, Raphael, Gabriel, Michael, Allah, we've got reasons, and we're going to hit this one now. Baruch chapters 4 and 4. This is why we have reasons, right? 3. We start from 3. It says, "Give not thine honor to another." Yep. Right, so we give our honor not to another, definitely not to these heathens, these goyams or the Eves. We don't give our honor to them. That's where we went wrong. right? That's why we fell under Deuteronomy 28. We went wrong doing that, right? And one of my recent videos is what happened with Dagon when they thought that they could put Dagon near the Ark of the Covenant. We saw what happened to their false god Dagon, right? And the Philistines, yeah, we saw what happened to them. And the Ashdods, we saw what happened to them. They end up getting all kind of scares, and they lost the battle, right? Most High smit them with terror. And we saw what happened to Dagon. The arms fell off. That's their false god. The head fell off anytime they put it near the Ark of the Covenant, right? Which the Ark of the Covenant represented the glory of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yehoshai. And they realized they was up against a fearsome power, right? So we give not thine honor to another, right? Because once again, we saw the outcome of those that did that, right? Even some of the wicked of our own people, right? And we had to go through suffering, Deuteronomy 28, because we was going off too. Yeah, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation, right? I just spoke about that. Yep. Oh, is you happy? Are we for things that are pleasing to our power are made known unto us? Once again, we are backed by a fearsome power, right? We are backed by a fearsome power, and there is such a term as guardian angels, and the elect. Once again, we have guardian angels, and we got Yahweh, and once again, we got a military behind us spiritually. Right, and yeah, we know they're going to show forth. They're definitely going to show forth. So I just wanted to hit that, Akim. Just wanted to hit that. As a matter of fact, let me hit another one just to back up that precept as well. Deuteronomy 33, and we're going to get it from around 27. It says, "The eternal power is thy refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. And he shall thrust out the enemy from before thee, and shall say, destroy them." So what have we got to look forward to, man? Yeah. Yep. That's why we seek the Lord 10 times more. Right? As we see the prophecies coming to pass. Right? We're at the feet now of the statue, right? And we saw what happened to all the ancient empires, the ancient Babylonians, the Medes, the Persians, the Grecians. Now we're at the feet, the molten clay and the iron, and we saw it's fragmenting. And once that stone, which is Yehoshua, that stone that is carved out of rock, right? That stone that is carved out of rock gonna hit that feet, those feet, them shins, the whole body going keel over, right? Which represents once again all the empires that came and went, and then the Yehoshua, who represents that stone, gonna smash them, and we're there, and we're nearly there, but we're actually there until Yehoshua return. Not long now till Yehoshua return, till he obliterates the Romans, the revived Romans completely. But we're nearly there. Yep. Thrust out the enemy before thee, and let me read from the top again. Deuteronomy 33 and 27. The eternal power is thy refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. And he shall thrust out the enemy from before thee, and shall say, destroy them. We're going to see it right before our very eyes. Lord willing, right? We live to see it, right? And not only live to see it, take part in it, yeah? Supporting Yehoshua when he comes, because his anger be burning in his heart, because we know that he's going to have men, right, supporting him. He's going to go forward first. He's going to lead the charge, yeah? And then he'd have his mighty men, right, that are endowed with spiritual power, right, backing him, which he doesn't need them, but yeah, they're going to get a chance also to get a lick back. Once again, to destroy the enemy. Thrust out the enemy from before thee, and shall say, destroy them. Israel then shall dwell in safety alone, right? They ain't going to get a chance to raise their ugly heads again, right? None of these nations, because they had their reign, It's going to be Obadiah 18. Right? That's going to be the final result of them. Right? Then shall dwell in safety. Yeah, Israel, we're going to dwell in safety. The fountains of Jacob shall be upon the land of corn, wine also. His heaven shall drop down dew. Yeah, represents everything you need and then some. Right? Everything you need, Khan. You can do a lot of things with Khan, right? Yayan, you can that is to make the man of heart glad, right? Dew, right, which represents moisture. What's the other? There's another word. Um, Moisture. When you drink, when you get a lot of when you drink your the word might come to me, but you get the idea. Yeah. So as a matter of fact, let me just let me just let me just tap something in right here, right now. Curiosity. Let me just tap something. Let me ask chat. Yeah, chat. Chat on my laptop. Get wake up chat right now. Hello, chat. Hello, chat. Oh, as a matter of fact, when you get, let me just ask something. Chat sleeping. Let's see something. Let's see. Chat.
Hey, I'm here and ready to help. What's on your mind today?
What's the benefits of coconut water?
Great question. Coconut water is really refreshing and hydrating.
Ups.
It's full of electrolytes like potassium, so it can help you stay balanced after exercise. Plus, it's got some antioxidants, it's low in calories, and a lot of people just enjoy the taste.
Alright, thank you, chat. Hydrating meaning.
Sure. So when we say something is hydrating, we mean it helps replenish and maintain the body's water levels. Basically, it prevents dehydration by providing fluids and electrolytes that your body needs.
Yeah, so if you heard that, but I also tapped it in as well. Yeah, hydrating meaning powerful moisturizer that hydrates the skin for up to.
Exactly. So in that sense, when we talk about a moisturizer that hydrates, it means it helps pull water into the skin and locks it in, keeping your skin soft, smooth, and well supplied with moisture for longer terms.
Thank you, chat.
You're welcome.
Alright, chat gave me more than I asked for, more than I bargained for, but it's all good. So, what do you mean by hydrate? Yep, absorbing. You basically gave me the answer there. Having absorbed enough water or other liquid, be sure to. That's it. Hydrating. Yeah, hydrating. That's what it means. What exactly does hydrating mean? Add or absorb water. Hydrate. That's it. That's it. Cool to observe water. Powerful moisturizer that hydrates the skin for up to. That's the point. So where was I? Let's get back to it. There you have it. So I'm going to read back to Deuteronomy 33 and 28 again. Israel then shall dwell in safety alone, for the fountains of Jacob shall be upon the land of Canaan. Wine also his heavens shall drop down dew. So we're going to get the dew, right? The hydration to infinity. Everything, the Canaan, the wine, all to infinity. And that is why, happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people, saved by the Lord. Yeah, and that's Jehovah. That's in capitals. That means Jehovah, the Most High. His name is Jehovah. Right? He is to be. Right? Jehovah. He is to be. Right? The Most High over all the earth. Right? So we got reasons. We got reasons to be what? Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee. We got a power behind us, man. We mentioned we got the military. We got the man. We got two. We got it. This title of this video, Yashua Allah. You got it, guy, nah? You just got to understand it. You just got to let that marinate, right? And that's spiritual power, right? And that's why them so afraid. The devil, the enemy. That's why them so afraid, right? That's why they're doing all the things that they're trying to do to stop prophecy, which they can't do. That they can't stop prophecy, because as it is written, whatsoever goeth out of my mouth shall not return without results. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people, saved by the Lord, thy shield of thy help, and who is the sword, because he's also a man of war. King David was an example. The earthly king, King David, was an example. He was a king, a prophet, and he was an excellent warrior too, right? Saktar, he had all the qualities necessary to be ruled as a good king. So, and he was also a man after the Most High's own heart. Beloved of the Most High. The Most High gave us so many examples, yeah? Who is the sword of thine excellence? And thine enemy shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon thy high place. Tread upon their high place. Yeah, their kingdoms, their mountains represents lofty governments, right? Their high places, their lofty governments. Ultimately, the governments are failing them now, as we know, right? We're in the feet now, right? The fragmentation, they're not unified. They're having infighting, and they're fragmenting, as we know. So that stone, Yahushua, going to come, and he's just going to put the finishing touches on the stone that represents Yahushua, right? The great millstone. He's just going to return and put the finishing touches on. But we got it going on, Yahshua Allah, right? I say that humbly. Yahshua Allah, you got it going on. You just got to know it. You just got to know it. We've got another one here. So Isaiah, to end off. Isaiah 41 and 30 says, for the Lord thy God will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, O ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Yep, the Holy One of Israel, saying, fear not, behold, I will make thee, right, 15, a new sharp thrashing instrument, having teeth. Thou shalt thrash the mountains, yep, their lofty kingdoms, their kings, you know what I mean? Their governments represents lofty, high positions. Most are saying we're going to thrash them, the mountains, once again, representing their governments, right? Their kingly positions. We're going to thrash the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. Once again, their governments, right? And we're waiting. Disclaimer: we're waiting for Yahushua return. He gonna lead the charge. We ain't gonna run ahead. We know the scriptures say that wait thee upon me until he rise up to the prey. And we know Isaiah 63. He's waiting. He knows he has a release date. We don't quite know when, and we all know we don't quite know when the day of the Lord is, his return. Nobody knows the day or the hour, but we do know we have a release date. And the Most High is going to do what? He's going to give us teeth, which represents power, to thrash them. So the warrior Bashim Ashai, that's just the point, man. You finish, man. You finish. And Yahshua Allah, you got the best judge. You got the best judge, jury, and executioner, which is Yahushua, pleading, making an intercession for us. Right? So rest assured, Akim, you know you got it going on. So many words. Until the next one. We out.